Everybody has watched Be Disciplined videos. Everyone has watched David Goggins. And trust me, probably many men have also got the desire, got the anger to become someone that they've always desired and to change their life. We really see many videos saying, lock in, this is your time, be disciplined, discipline rewards. And trust me, that is the truth. But the thing is, what all of these men are getting is dopamine hits. Okay? For instance, you watch these videos, you get a sense of fire, you get something to do it. But the problem is, you're still stuck. And trust me, this happens to a lot of men. You make routines, you desire to become disciplined, you work in the first days, in the 1 week you do it, but again, you're slacking off back to the same old person that you were. And this is primarily because you are not disciplined. You're forced to be disciplined. You're taking actions on videos and dopamine hits, but you're not actually learning how to become disciplined. The thing is, to become anything, to master anything, you must learn the basics. And that is why in today's video, I'm going to be giving every single person who's watched this video to the very end the absolute framework to becoming disciplined. Because becoming disciplined is not just about waking up at 4 a.m., waking up at 3 a.m., and, getting a workout in. It's about transforming your life. It's about becoming the person that you've always desired. It's not about having one workout or one workout per week. It's about being absolutely in a tunnel vision. Absolutely locked in your goals. And for that, you need to be disciplined, okay? So, there's a few criteria that you need to understand before becoming disciplined, okay? I'm going to provide a framework. And this framework has 3 main steps, 3 main tricks, let's say, to becoming disciplined. The first thing is pain, okay? The first thing that you need to understand is to making pain your friend. Now, you may ask, what do you mean by making pain your friend? Okay? What you need to understand is, right, anything that you need, anything that you desire requires amount of work. It requires some amount of work that you need to put in. And to put some amount of work, you need to go through discomfort, you need to go through pain. And that is why the number one thing that you need to master is making pain and discomfort your friend. And this is a little trick, this is a little, brain hack to becoming disciplined, okay? So if you're on a self-improvement journey, as young men, as young women, try this little trick. Before you do anything with activity, before you start doing anything with actions, right, ask yourself this question. Is this, what I'm going to go through, going to help me in the future? Is this a future gain, or is this a loss? So this may be, if you're about to, just doom scroll for 1 hour, then ask yourself, is what I'm going to do right now going to help me in the future or not? And trust me, 90 to 100% of the time, the action that you're going to do, the action that you need to put in, requires pain to have a future benefit. Let me give you an example. You go to the gym, you lift weights. Lifting weights is not easy. It takes time. It takes consistency. You go to the gym, you work out. That is something that requires pain and discomfort. But trust me, if you put in those hours, if you put in those pain and discomfort, and you go through it, if you endure the pain, you will have a future benefit. Better health, better stamina, better looking, everything will be better. A better physique. You'll get more traction, more finances, better and calmer mind. Everything will help you. And what about building a business? Building a business requires hours and hours and hours. It requires late nights, early mornings, putting in 24/7 into the business. Don't you think that Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, all these people that put in unhealthy amounts of hours to achieve and to build those successful businesses? Okay? So you need to understand this, that you're going to go through an amount of pain and discomfort that you never might have, but trust me, that pain will potentially lead you to something far greater. And it's always better to invest into the pain and discomfort currently, to have a way better and exponentially higher future than to live a life that is just static. Okay? So keep that in mind, okay? Any action that you do, know if that's going to help you in the future or not. Okay, now, after we master the first step, pain and making pain and discomfort your friend, others are just simple, okay? The second is really strong as well. Okay? The second is really strong. Is to making your why stronger than your excuses. Now, what does this mean? The thing is, right, most men, most men nowadays, when they desire to have something, when they try to put in the work, their why is really short. Their why is really unfulfilling. Your why needs to be absolutely cheerful, strong. Your why needs to be so strong that when you feel like not doing, when you feel like stopping, your why cuts off those excuses. Okay? So your why can be anything. It could be making your parents happy. It could be, living the life. It could be proving people. It could be, handling the rejection that you got. Anything. Make your why absolutely sureful and strong. Okay? Now, the third step. We've mastered the pain step. We've mastered the why step. The third step is for you to be consistent. Consistency wins. You need to stack days every single day, on and on and on and on and on. You need to be a tunnel vision, locked in your goals. It's that far. You need to take it that far to achieve success. Every single day, you need to be consistent. Okay? So, these 3 steps, again, I'm saying this again. First, make pain and discomfort your friend. Okay? Pain is the only way to success. You need to suffer and to have some amount of pain. The greater desires, it requires more work, and for you to have a greater output, you need to put in more input. Greater input equals to greater output. It's simple. Nothing hard to understand. Second is to make your why greater than your excuses. Any single time you feel down, every single time you feel like, I can't do this, I can't do this, make your why so strong you're going to say, I can't do this. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to win. And the third is to be consistent. Every single day you got to do it. Every single day, just stack days, cross your calendar, do it. Don't stop. And trust me, if after watching this video, you don't become absolutely magnetic and disciplined, I'm saying it this far, if you don't become disciplined, you can tell me, okay? So, I hope you like this video. Stay consistent, stay disciplined. Peace.